be that. So I put into the description box. So if you bought one of these Anker power banks, you may want to return it for a refund. So basically, this is about this power bank being recalled for fire with. I'm telling y'all what now, if y'all do your research and see how many times this power bank being recalled for fire with, it will astonish you. At this point, they might well just quit this stuff. But let's move on. Let's get into the story. Power banks are nearly independent accessory in the consumer electronics segment, especially for personal mobile, wearable, and computer device. But manufacturing misshape or quickly check oversight can quickly turn them into a serious fire hazard, prompting a widespread of recalls. The late in the series is such as risk misadvantage in the widespread recall of a high-cap power bank sold through Target outlet. 2 other models sold in the country are also being recalled. Like I said, this power bank will recall fire with, for the most part, every time. 9 times out of 10, this power bank will get recalled for fire with. Now, it's just me, but when the power bank get recalled for fire with that much, something has to change. But you can't tell the people who manufacture, you can't tell them that. I don't know, y'all to pay attention to how many times this thing y'all got recalled for fire with. I mean, at this point, the way it been called fire with so much, you don't think nothing you change at this point? You still doing the same thing or making them the same way or not looking into what's causing anything to be at fire with? I don't get it. You think you are looking into that and see why fire with be the main thing this power bank get recalled so much. But anyway, specifically the model number A1652H11-1 power bank by Anker, which are available in various Target offline and online storefront, is subject to most recent recall. Consumers should immediately stop using the recall power bank and contact the Anker Innovation for instructions on receiving a free replacement power bank, said Target notice for buyers. Particular model costs $59.99 and pop a recall notice was issued on October the 17th of 2025 owner to a fire hazard risk. Like I said, I don't, you know what? Like I said, go Google how many times power banks be recalled. Well, look up power bank recall, and you see 9 times out of 10, fire will be the main reason why this thing get called back. I mean, at this point, they should change something by now, because this is ridiculous. This particular model also has waterless charge pad. According to the CPSC, roughly 2,100 of the A1652 power bank units are affected by the recall. Notable, the recall notice was issued for a 5 power bank model. But they ain't no shocker. They were sold by Target and other chains, including Best Buy, Next Tradition, SAS, C2 Wireless, and K-Spider Industry stores across the United States to recall them lunar battery packet. Oh Lord, here you go, y'all. Here you go. A vulnerable to fire hazard, especially when exposed to high temperature, and wireless charge core also tend to heat up during the power transfer. How many times aluminum barrel be the key to why a lot of this stuff get called for fire risk. This go the same thing for the electric cars. Them aluminum batteries. I don't understand people in they lack of putting two and two together. Now let's go to this power bank specifically, because that's what we're talking about in this video. They have talked about this aluminum barrel concerning these power banks from the beginning, and it leads to the same issue: fire risk. Now at this point, these people are just ignoring the problem at this point. Except to say they just ignoring the problem. So owners of these Wizz airline often ban power bank beyond a certain cap. In its recall letter, the United States Consumer Product Safety Commission highlight that the Anker power bank were recalled due to fire and burning hazard. The agency revealed that the Chinese company had registered 28 incidents at the time of the public recall, detailing the instant of the overheating explosion and the entire kit catching fire. Oh boy.
What's wrong with
the seriously mishap result in at least 2 injuries buyer are talking a legal action against the company, or if Anker is recovering their medical costs as a remedy. You know what? This is just me here, but based on how many times the power bank that got recalled for the same thing, fire risk, legal action need to be taken. I'm sorry, that's just how I personally feel about it. As someone who done many videos on the article talking about this power bank being called for fire risk. Come on, at this point, these people need to get sued at this point. They need to get sued at this point. I'm sorry I said it, but it need to be said. They deserve to get sued at this point, because it don't make no picking sense how all this stuff with the aluminum barrel and the power bank itself being called for fire hazard almost every single time, and nothing don't change. Nothing don't change. Anker recall is a step in the right direction, but as general rules of the thumb, avoid investing in no-name cheap power bank. What do you mean recall is a step in the right direction? That's a common thing to do, to call this stuff when it ain't right. You can recall this stuff all you want to. It's like what actions you gonna take to try to make sure this problem don't happen again. And the people who make this fire things, they fail in that. I'm sorry, they fail in that. Matter of fact, they fail so much, now you got 28 incidents because of this power banks and it being the fire risk hazard. Come on, at this point, come on. And like I said, going back, let me talk about the aluminum barrel just for a split moment. Has it dawned on any manufacturer, and this is a question I want to put out there, have they taken the time, listen to me close to what I'm about to say now, have they ever taken the time to see what is the common denominator for why their product that they manufacture and get called for fire with so much in its power banks? See, with electronic items like that, you would think they would look for a common denominator why the power bank get called for fire with so much, and then either adjust or just change the whole scenario in general, depending on what the problem is. Because in my opinion, they would have done that, they would be having this problem right now. Anyway, at the Wizz power bank model was sold between January of 2024 through July of 2024 from the aforementioned outlet. Anker on its website has listed a total of 5 models: A1647, A1652, A1257, and A1681, A1689 that are subject to a voluntary recall due to safety hazard. If you own one of these power banks, you should immediately keep them aside and refrain from charging the once the purchase has been verified. Customers to choose to get a full refund or avoid a gift card from Anker or its sister brand website that includes the Infu, Soundcore, Ankerlets, and Nebula. The refund will be submitted in the same account that was used to make the purchase. While the gift card will be sent via email, the gift card can be used to purchase any of the items from Anker or any of its sister brand, as the faulty power bank consumer have been advised to drop them at a certified recycling factory that are equipped to handle used or worn battery or local household hazard waste outlet the safety to dispose of them. So, like I said, if they would look for the common denominator of why this power bank keep catching fire with, they would have easily solved this problem, in my opinion. Even if they wouldn't have fully solved the problem, they would have kept some things from happening over and over again. But no, I don't think you did. I think some of these manufacturing people is too lazy to even do that. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this power bank we call once again for the same thing, time after time after time after time after time. I'll see y'all in my next video. See y'all next time.